When you commit to paying off debt, choosing the right method is critical to maintaining your momentum. The two most popular strategies are the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. Both methods require you to make minimum payments on all your debts while directing any extra cash toward a single focus balance. However, they differ in how they prioritize that focus balance. The debt snowball focuses on the size of the loan balance, while the debt avalanche prioritizes the interest rate. Choosing between them can feel like a choice between emotional momentum and mathematical efficiency. In this video, we will compare these two methods in detail. We will explain how each system operates, walk through a realistic comparison with numbers, and help you decide which strategy is the best fit for your psychology and financial situation. The debt snowball method is designed to provide quick psychological victories. In this system, you list all your debts in order of balance size, from the smallest to the largest, regardless of the interest rates. You continue to make the minimum payments on all your loans, and any extra money is directed entirely toward the smallest debt. Once that smallest balance is paid off, you take the entire amount you were paying toward it, both the minimum payment and the extra cash, and roll it into the minimum payment of the next smallest debt. This process repeats, with your payment amount growing larger as you clear each loan, similar to a snowball rolling down a hill. The main advantage of this method is psychological. Paying off a debt completely, even a small utility bill of $200, eliminates a monthly payment and reduces the number of bills you have to manage. This quick win builds momentum and provides a feeling of progress that keeps you motivated to continue. Many personal finance experts recommend this approach because debt payoff is often more about behavior and motivation than pure mathematics. If you struggle to stay motivated or feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of open accounts, the debt snowball can help you build the consistent habits necessary to tackle your larger balances over time. For example, if you have 3 credit cards with balances of $400, $1,200, and $5,000, you focus all your extra cash on the $400 balance first. The interest rate on that card does not matter under this framework. By focusing your resources on that single target, you can clear it quickly. Removing that first account from your monthly statement list is a tangible achievement that proves your plan is working. This early success reduces stress and builds the discipline required to face the larger, more intimidating balances that remain on your list. The debt avalanche method, by contrast, is designed for mathematical efficiency. In this system, you list all your debts in order of their interest rates, from the highest to the lowest, regardless of the balance size. You make minimum payments on all your loans and direct all extra cash toward the debt with the highest interest rate. Once that debt is paid off, you roll the entire payment amount into the loan with the next highest interest rate. This process continues until all debts are cleared. The primary advantage of the debt avalanche is that it minimizes the total interest you pay over the life of your debt. By tackling the most expensive loans first, you reduce the speed at which your debt grows. This is the mathematically optimal choice. If you have large balances with very high interest rates, such as credit cards carrying interest rates above 20%, the avalanche method will save you the most money. However, the disadvantage is that it can take a long time to see your first victory. If your highest interest rate is on a loan with a large balance, you may spend months or even years making extra payments without completely eliminating a single bill. This lack of visible milestones can lead to tracking fatigue and burnout for some individuals. To compare the two, imagine a scenario where you have a $10,000 student loan at 6% interest and a $2,000 credit card balance at 22% interest. Under the debt avalanche, you prioritize the credit card because it carries the higher interest rate. Under the debt snowball, you also prioritize the credit card because it has the smaller balance. In this scenario, both methods align. However, if the student loan was $2,000 and the credit card was $10,000, the snowball would target the student loan first, while the avalanche would target the credit card. Understanding these structural differences helps you anticipate the journey ahead. To choose the right method for your situation, you must evaluate both your finances and your personal psychology. If you are analytical and motivated by saving every possible dollar, the debt avalanche is your best path. If you are easily discouraged and need to see quick, tangible progress to stay on track, the debt snowball is a better choice. Let us look at a simple comparison table to summarize the key differences: metric debt snowball, debt avalanche. Prioritization: smallest balance first, highest interest rate first, key benefit quick psychological wins, minimal interest cost, key drawback costs more in total interest, slow initial progress, best for behavior-driven motivation, math-focused planners. Remember that the best method is the one you actually stick to until the end. A mathematically imperfect plan that you complete is infinitely better than a perfect plan that you abandon. To implement either system, start by listing your debts on a sheet of paper. Choose your method, highlight your focus balance, and automate your minimum payments. By establishing this structure, you take the emotion out of the process and set yourself up for consistent progress. Additionally, do not feel locked into one choice. If you start with the avalanche method but find yourself losing motivation after 3 months because no balances have reached zero, you can switch to the snowball method immediately. The transition is simple. Reorder your list by balance size and direct your extra cash to the smallest account. The goal is the destruction of your debt, and adjusting your tactics to fit your mental state is a sign of smart planning. By maintaining this flexibility, you ensure your system supports your goals. The budget mechanic helps everyday people fix the way money moves through their life. We explain budgeting systems, debt payoff methods, saving habits, credit basics, and financial decisions in simple, practical terms. This channel is for education only, no hype, no stock picks, no get-rich promises. This video is general personal finance education, not professional financial, investment, tax, or legal advice. Financial situations vary and details depend on individual circumstances.